Hello, folks. I'm Clyde Sharadi, and just have a quick message to communicate with you regarding our next and final summit of the year, which is happening in Sydney on the 9th of November, which is this Saturday. Yes, we have started the whole summit season this year with Adelaide in June. I think it was 28th of June that we did the first summit, and it went very well. After Adelaide, we went to Brisbane. After Brisbane, we went to Perth. After Perth, we're in Melbourne, and we will finish the year with Sydney. We're very excited because it's been really very busy, and the reason why we wanted to expand nationally is because we want to build a national ecosystem that enables African Australians, aspiring, emerging, and seasoned entrepreneurs to work together. We're building an ecosystem, and we thought that having a national one will work much better because it means we have a larger pool of the talents, the skills, the expertise, the connections that people need to develop whatever entrepreneurial project they have, whether that is in the commercial as well as in the social setting. So we really want to finish things in a nice and beautiful way. So people in Sydney, we're encouraging you to book your ticket and attend. It's an all day event, so which means even if you can't attend the full day, you can attend part of the day. The summit doors will open at 8:15 for registration and pre-summit networking, and the formal proceedings will not start until 9 in the morning, and they'll finish at 5 p.m. So you may perhaps be available in the morning. Come for the morning session. Lunch will be happening around 1 p.m. And after that, if you have something to do in the afternoon, you can go. Or if you are busy in the morning, come from about 1:30, and you'll be able to benefit from the second part of the summit. We've organized the day in a way that whether you come in the morning or afternoon, you will still be able to get a lot of value, but definitely get more value if you are able to attend the whole day. We've got also quite a lot of things we will be announcing after the last summit in Sydney, because all the work that we've been doing from the beginning of the year, or pretty much from the beginning of this project, back in 2022 when we launched the first and inaugural summit in Melbourne, we've learned quite a lot of things, and we want to be able to pass some of that for the community. Our overarching aim really is to create conditions where there is mass entrepreneurship within African Australian community, and mass entrepreneurship that is successful, because it is one thing to embrace entrepreneurship, is another to become successful. But until you do something, you never know whether you're going to succeed or not. So there may be some failures, and everybody in business, everybody in any activity knows that when you are in action, well, there are only two options: success or failure. And sometimes you fail, but then you fail forward, as John Maxwell says, that you learn from your failure, but you keep going, and perhaps the second or the third time you will become successful. So entrepreneurship is really important, because I think, and I've said this many times and I'll continue to say, that as Africans, we continue to rank pretty low on socio-economic ladder, both in the continent and as well as in the diaspora. And we have to focus really in this area. This is the only way we will continue to make progress, so that we can elevate ourselves to higher socio-economic ground. So social mobility is at the center of everything that we do at Afropreneur Summit. Upward social mobility, that is, we know that there are a lot of conditions, there are a lot of things that need to be taken care of for upward social mobility to take place. You have basically education is important. You also have to talk about entrepreneurship. There is also what the government decisions, so government assistance in making that happen. There are also family and cultural elements that needs to be taken care of, and communities settings, and geographical sort of points where people are. All of these things are important elements, but we think that the moment we start, focusing on some of these things, that's when we start making things happen and leveraging on the collective wisdom that we can actually bring to surface, because a lot of us have a lot of experience in a variety of settings, and if you put all that wisdom together, and then we are able to establish some sort of a knowledge bank that will be connected to the social connections, because social connections are very important. That social capital that people talk about, which is another form of just saying your network, and all the people who can do you a favor when you need it. All that is very important for economic and entrepreneurship success. So I'm inviting you, if you're in Sydney, to register and attend. If you're not in Sydney, you're watching this, please see if you can tag a friend who is in Sydney or New South Wales in general, because it's easy for people to travel from anywhere in New South Wales to come to Sydney for the event. And we're also encouraging you to actually be part of the network, the ecosystem that we are establishing. So you may not be able to attend this event, but when I post this video, I'll put the details of our membership link that you can register as a member, and you do get a lot of benefit for that. You do basically get the benefit to be part of an ecosystem, a large network of people who have different levels of experience, different levels of skills, and who can help you for your own entrepreneurial project, or even just for your own self development, for your own career development. We talk about entrepreneurship as well. So you may not necessarily be interested in business, but you may want to accelerate your career development. Those of us who've been in the corporate setting for a decade or more before we went into business can, help you with a thing or two that you could use that will make things better for you. And there's a lot of us in that sense within the network. So even if you're not interested in business, your career development can be much easier, and it can be accelerated if you get the advice and the insights from people who've been there and done that. And obviously, we also talk about social entrepreneurship. You may not necessarily be someone who wants to go into business, but you may want to do something. Perhaps you're already doing something to add value to your community. Now, through the network, we're trying to assist people so that they can elevate whatever they are doing to be able to achieve better results. So, a lot of us create, associations, charities, and organizations here and there. Many of them remain quite fragmented and remain small. They do not grow to become institutions. What is it that we need to do to make sure that whatever we create, that we want to use to be able to to add value to the community? How do we elevate that to the highest level it can reach? Now, you use established business strategies in within social entrepreneurship settings, and usually that helps to grow whatever you are doing. So whether you have a charity that you're already involved in, or you want to be able to create here in Australia or even in Africa, these are things that certainly a lot of us are entertaining, and some of us are already doing. So we can help in that sort of process. So we're inviting you to consider being a member, which is beyond just attending the event. And you can bring in some value from your own experience, and you can receive a lot of benefits. We connect you with people that may help you. We promote what you do, and we support it in some ways. We have a very good support system within that ecosystem, and we know that it's going to be richer and better as we get more people connected into it. So that's it for today. Just really saying that, yeah, our last summit for the year is happening in Sydney this Saturday. Please register. Please bring a friend or two, or tell a friend who is in Sydney, New South Wales, to be part of it. Until next time, stay connected and stay focused on whatever you are doing. You will become successful. Thank you very much. Bye.